House of Super Bowl 59, we welcome you to Caesar Superdome in downtown New Orleans, Louisiana. An NFC matchup today between two teams seeking their first win of the season. Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers hit the road all the way down south near the Gulf of Mexico, ready to take on Tyler Shough and a young and hungry New Orleans Saints team. Glad to have you guys joining me here today. Our first noon kickoff of the season due to time constraints, so glad you guys could all hop in here at a very abnormal time. Looking forward, though, to a very intriguing quarterback battle. Mr. Irrelevant has made himself quite relevant, just got paid to a huge 5-year, $260-some-odd million contract. And then Tyler Shough, a guy who many didn't even know about prior to the draft, taken second round out of Louisville for the New Orleans Saints. Looking to get started here, though. They will begin with the football as we are underway from Louisiana. And an immediate return taken here for Rashid Shaheed. Actually, that is not Rashid Shaheed. Looks like Justin Reed, I believe, on the return there, the former Kansas City Chief. Him and Tyrann Mathieu both now in the defensive backfield with the former Chiefs over there. Tyler Shough getting us started, though. Looking to start out hot today. Pretty good opening drive last week. Led to a touchdown for Alvin Kamara. Looking for more of that here today. See if he can produce. And here we go. Shough now on 1st and 10 on the opening snap from the 26-yard line. Alvin Kamara motions out just a little bit there. Shough is well protected, finds his running back on a gain of 8. As we welcome everybody joining me today. Chili Santorio, Baked Bean Lab, Eggs Off, Lights, Games, and everybody else joining me throughout. Glad to have you guys here with me today. Very early bird type of stream. But here we go. Shough from the pistol. On a 2nd and 2, looking to throw the football for the second consecutive down. Nick Bosa giving chase and forces that one errantly incomplete. I was here for the Saints with the Niners, so that's bold. Pick'em split today, 31-5 in favor of San Francisco. Day off, going back to sleep after this. Yeah, I can't blame you. Not one bit. Shough under center on a 3rd and 2. Well, hand off to AK-41 outside, breaking away, and there goes Kamara up the sideline, inside the 40, a 31-yard gain on his opening carry. Well, for a second there, it looked like he was going to have to battle to just get the first down, and ends up finding San Francisco's half of the field and then some on his opening run. What up, Rondon? I, for one, picked San Francisco today, but Madden doesn't seem to like him a lot. Way to establish a running game here early, though, for San Francisco's opponent in the New Orleans Saints. Kamara this time in motion. Foster Moreau at tight end, blocking here as the check down right back to running back one, running through defenders and picking up 10 more. Alvin Kamara, after last week, didn't have the best game rushing. Looking for some revenge here. Second consecutive home game, San Francisco yet to play in front of their home crowd. One of the few teams in the NFL that open up with back-to-back road games in the 2025 season. Low snap that time collected by Shough, being chased again by Bosa, and once more, that'll force the incompletion. Yeah, I can't blame you for that, Big Bean. If I didn't have work later today, I would not be productive until about stream time, but that's life. Indeed it is. Looks like that is Rashid Shaheed up there. One-on-one, had a touchdown last week, the first of Shough's career. Ball down the middle, though, is going to be hauled in inside the 10-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal to Brandon Cooks. Spent some time with the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Making his way a little bit east now. Will be wide receiver 3 in New Orleans. Doesn't care where he's at, though, as long as he has a role to play. Shough now in the I formation. Chris Olave is the lone receiver up top. Handoff is to Kamara. Got breakaway speed, and he pulls all the way down to the half-yard line. Nearly had the Kamara walk-in TD that we were eyeing there. Do we have anything fantasy today before I forget? If one of my modern members wants to double check for me, I don't believe we would. Might have a running back here or there, though. Maybe McCaffrey. Shuck now making an adjustment at the line here. On second and goal from the one. Handoff is to Kamara, and he will walk in for the touchdown. What up, XSM? We got Purdy. Gotcha. Textbook opening drive for the New Orleans Saints as Alvin Kamara finishes what he started on his third carry. And a whole lot of hootats all throughout Caesars Superdome. The only other NFL stadium I have visited other than Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Would love to actually visit some more, but very restricted, I guess, in what I can do. Extra point up and good for Blake Groupie. Alvin Kamara is the only running back with a number over 40 that has aura. I actually did not know that. Sounds correct, though. Trying to think who else might have a high number. I know there's some in the 30s. Miles Sanders wears 39. That's probably as high as you're going to get. When's the new stadium being built? That's a great question. Our mayor really doesn't care. And I think our owner's got like $600 million for it, so soon, I think. Niners on the return now, ready to respond with an offensive drive of their own. Kick it off from the 32-yard line. Brock Purdy had a very disrespected week last week. Only put up 10 points offensively in their road loss in Seattle. Looking for a bounce-back game here, though. They can go 1-1 in their first two. Wouldn't be the end of the world. 0-2, though, you are staring down a tight window, historically speaking. Handoff is to McCaffrey, and Pete Werner right there to meet him at the 36-yard line as we talk about this New Orleans Saint defense. Cameron Jordan, Colin Sanders at the defensive edges. Nathan Shepard, Devon Gottschall at the DTs. Carl Granderson, Demario Davis, Pete Ward, Chase Young at the outsiders. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Alontae Taylor, and Ugo Amadi making up the cornerback room as that goes for a loss of 2. And there is the number 2 overall pick back in 2020. Chase Young off the edge. Excited for the A's new stadium in Sacramento. That'll be interesting. Hope the fans there actually enjoy their baseball team, but they have been in a slump recently. Houdat Nation on their feet here at the Caesars Superdome. On a 3rd and 8, Brock Purdy stepping left, looking to escape with his legs, and he is taken down by Demario Davis. It's a 1-yard pickup, and the drive comes to an abrupt end after just 3 yards picked up. Niners continuing to disappoint themselves right now. Mitch Wishnowsky on now for the punt. 3 and out for San Francisco. This is a high arcing kick, and a good one at that. Returnable, though, for Rashid Shaheed up to the 25-yard line. And a very short break for Tyler Shuck. He will take back over with 5:27 to go in the opening quarter, ahead by a touchdown. Can't stop Demario Davis, not today. What up, King Chabert? Bryce Self is amazing for Salah. Yeah, excited for the Niners defense. Could be interesting. Both these teams going to look very new after struggling seasons. Shuck down the field, connecting with Chris Olave, pulling away, and there goes the Ohio State Buckeye inside the 30. 81 yards passing in the young first quarter for Tyler Shuck. Finally finds Olave open in stride. If the A's were an historic team, it would be a whole different team, true that. Terrific opening play to the second Saint drive, looking to double up on their lead here is the rookie. Shuck, well protected, outside pass, hauled in again. It is Chris Olave. Catch number 2, picks up 6 yards up to the 22-yard line. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the overall difference, it's like 82 to 77. Might even be more than that, actually. Niners have multiple X-Factor players, none of which are showing up here yet, though. Shuck again, pocket collapsing, spins and fires this one complete, finds his tight end at the 11-yard line, an 11-yard pickup to go along. What up, Silver Knight? All good, my friend. Don't expect a massive crowd here today. We'll see what happens. What up, John Zeller? Yeah? Already an upset in the making. More chaos, potentially. Shuck looking for his first passing touchdown of week number 2. Down the middle he goes, and there is Rashid Shaheed with his first catch of the day. Previously mentioned, he delivered the opening touchdown of the rookie's career last week in their 20-17 loss to the Arizona Cardinals here at home. Close finish there, looking for a different result. Off to the same start, though. Came out, got a 2-score lead against Arizona. Looking for a similar beginning here. Another handoff to Kamara, left side, and he finds a way to the end zone. Rushing touchdown number 2. Looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. Cuts left and finds some daylight. And the Saints lead by 2 TDs. What up, Flash Gordon? Who Dat Nation feeling good right now. Streaming early today because I got work tonight. Don't want to get too behind on my streams because I'm getting ready to miss a full week. I will be gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days in a row. I will be unable to stream. Blake Groupie on for the extra point. It is up and it is good. Saints ahead 14-0 in the first quarter. Wow. Yeah, I'll be working, I guess, kind of interning / volunteering through my school. Doing some camera work over in Pittsburgh for the U.S. Open with NBC. So, trying to get my name out there a little bit. Working with a broadcasting company and all that. See what I can do. What new friends I can meet. Saints back on for the kickoff, though. Here goes Blake Groupie. Niners will take a return from inside their own 10-yard line, and a good one as well across the 40. Brock Purdy going to be happy to begin his second drive from the 41. They just have to produce, though. They got to make it work. "59 yards away from the end zone. Saints already have 150 yards of offense today. San Francisco, just 3. Purdy, though, down the field, finds his tight end, George Kittle. And the opening first down for San Francisco goes to the People's tight end. Across the 50-yard line already. Niners off to a hot start on their second possession. Saints could have to dig deep if they want to stop here. Isaac Guriendo checking in here to the backfield, it appears. And actually, this is Brandon Ayuk getting the direct handoff. This is something Kyle Shanahan implements in his offense every now and then. He used to do this a ton with Deebo Samuel. No longer, though. Tyrann Mathieu pick would go harder right now. Could be the move. Any former Niners on this defensive squad? I don't think so. Purdy from the empty on a 2nd and 6 at the Saint 44. Down the middle he goes, and he finds a 5-yard gain to Jawan Jennings. Madden got to get rid of the Deebo package next year. I mean, 26, obviously. That'll work out. Yeah, they're still used to, like, the 2021 Deebo Samuel. 3rd and inches. This is prime Christian McCaffrey territory. New Orleans' 38-yard line is where the snap is taken by Purdy. Fires this one down the field, though. It is hauled in again by Jennings. 9-yard pickup, and the Niners' drive is extended once more. Jennings is going to get $14 million next offseason. Honestly, one of the better wide receiver 3s, I feel like. Always due for a big breakout game. What up, Royal Reacts? 3 receiver, 1 tight end, 1 running back set here. On a 1st and 10 for Brock Purdy. Firing this one down the field, double coverage, dangerous pass. And that is how much he wants to find Jawan Jennings. Alontae Taylor breaking that one up, saying no, no, no. Not that time. He has been very clutch. Not wrong there. Purdy, after a near interception, fortunate to maintain possession here. 2nd and 10, they live to see another day. Purdy looking to fire this one again on a comeback route. Caught. Jawan Jennings, 3rd consecutive catch on 4 straight targets. Up to the 21-yard line. Is this the week of upsets? It seems to be. Cam Jordan get a kick ass this year? Been a very quiet guy recently, but I feel like he might be due. Got the talent for it, that's for sure. Third and short for San Francisco. Already converted on one earlier. McCaffrey get a motion back out of the backfield. Pass going his direction up the sideline. Can he get there? No, he cannot. Alontae Taylor with one heck of a tackle. No gain on the play. And a choice to be made here for Kyle Shanahan. What will they do? Down 2 touchdowns. They will go. And the offense will remain on the field here on a 4th and 2. Left side handoff to McCaffrey, and he is shut down by Tyrann Mathieu. Close enough to the interception. Forces a turnover. And the New Orleans Saints take over on downs at the 22-yard line. Now they run the ball. What the heck? Looking like another upset here. In the making. Big time already. Unreal. One heck of a first quarter. New Orleans Saints have dominated on all sides of the football. And a huge stop there inside their own half to get the ball back in the hands of Shuck, who is chucked down by Diamador Lenore. Never stood a chance that time. B&G Breakdown Podcast. What's going on, my friend? Another Saints fan in here. Look away when Moody's on the field. I haven't seen Moody kick since the Cleveland game when he lost it for us. Yeah, I can't blame you there. Looking forward to the Week 3 pick'em, you and everybody else, because most of the Week 2 pick'ems are lit on fire. End of one. San Francisco trails by 2 scores. 0-2 start, though, as mentioned earlier, would just be devastating as Shuck is devoured once again. Michael Williams, although this Niner defense starting to wake up a little bit, which you got to give him credit for. 3rd and 27. Shuck fortunate to hang on to that football. Wow. That brings up a 3rd and 27 from the 5-yard line. And a fullback dive just to give the punter some breathing room here. Picks up a couple. Up to the 7-yard line. And I think we had an injury. Clock is stopped, so that'll tell me all I need to know. It appears that is the case, though. Niners pass rush woke up. They did indeed. Diamador Lenore, Michael Williams, all with the help there. Good stop. Matthew Hayball on for the punt here. Standing inside his own end zone. The lefty gets this one away. And a fair catch called for at the 47-yard line. Niners once again going to start with great field position. Will they take advantage this time, though? What up, A-Rod? Niners are not this bad, bro. Yeah, I don't know what in the world Madden's on right now. Always telling Bucks fans subliminal messages in the offseason. Loki just trolling, Kyrie Irving style. Morrissey Shuck IRL, the more convinced he'll start off draft capital. Not because it's better than the Rattler. That's a fair take. San Francisco beginning this drive from enemy territory at the 47. Off the bootleg, Brock Purdy steps up in the pocket, somehow finds a crease and picks up maybe a half a yard there. Chase Young with the tackle. Do not believe he'll get credit for a sack, though. And we will do it over again from the same place. 41 yards of offense today now. McCaffrey got to get involved more here. You would think if San Francisco wants a chance to succeed. Blitz coming, and Purdy has nowhere to run but backwards. A sack of 11. Wow, did anybody even block on that play? I have to wonder. Pete Warner was untouched. I think a couple of other Saints as well. We'll take a look at the replay. Yeah, I mean, Justin Field style. Brock Purdy running for his life. I think they were setting up a screen there, if I had to guess. Yeah. Chase Young is a former Niner. That is true. Don't really think about him in San Francisco, but you are correct. Wow. Niners might be this bad, bro. I mean, they look terrible in Madden. What in the world? The blitz pays off there. McCaffrey motion out again. 100% going to be a pass here from Purdy. Just a check down, though. And all the writing on the wall for San Francisco. Kyle Shanahan seems afraid right now to take a shot downfield. 4th and 13, another defensive stop for the New Orleans Saints. Rattler's a better quarterback? I mean, I guess so. Right now, Shuck the favorite to start, though. We'll see what happens. He looked solid last week, looking good already here as this punt by Wisnowski. Angling out of bounds at the 20 is where it'll be spotted. Alvin Kamara today, though, has been the offensive star. Got it started with that 31-yard first down carry on the opening drive, and he has punched in each of the 2 touchdowns for the Saints offense. They went a lot backwards on their last possession, though. Just about, I think it was, 24 minus the 10? Yeah, it'd be 14 yards. Something Shuck looking to avoid here, though. San Francisco's defense says answer the call in the second quarter. They will blitz again, and Shuck, the rookie, is well poised. Tiamono Lenore tackles Chris Olave at the 26-yard line. Everett Shuck is like 26 years old, so he's definitely a stopgap quarterback. Therefore, it was a bit of bad second-round pick for the Saints. Yeah, I don't know. 26 years old. It is a risk. The Saints, though, value that experience with a guy like Derek Carr retiring on the spot here, seemingly out of nowhere. They need a guy that can come in and fill the gaps ASAP. Shuck here. Gonna shuck it. Chuck one down the field. It's knocked away, incomplete. Lenore again saves the big play downfield. Then the Niners MVP today with a sack and a couple pass breakups. Huge key to this defense now. Saints will try again on the 3rd and 4. Got to respect the rookie. Not afraid to take a shot downfield against a star-studded defense like this. Check down caught by Jawan Johnson. Battle of the Jawans today. Probably going to get those two mixed up at least once. Fred Warner with the tackle, his first appearance of the day. He is a force to be reckoned with in Madden. Not thus far today, though. Plenty of time to get him started. Saints looking to take an even more commanding lead here in the second quarter. Shuck from an empty backfield once again, favoring that empty as Kamara seemed to trip there over the foot of Jordan Elliott. That is the former Brown. Malik Collins and Jordan Elliott essentially swapping 1 for 1. That is a far trip, though, for the 2 of them. He will get credit for that tackle, I believe. Just a 1-yard pickup there for the running back, who this time will get the handoff up the middle, and Fred Warner takes him down in between the A-gap and the 35. Solid chunk there, though, for Alvin Kamara on his 5th carry today. Is it demo or demo? How are we saying that? Brings up another 3rd and 4 for the New Orleans Saints. Niners only rush 4, which means Shuck has extra time. Gets a pancake, wants to heave this one. Hit as he fires, and it winds up incomplete. Well, he wanted to go extra deep. Maybe a little bit lucky there. That did not wind up an interception. Demo finding Demo. I like that. It is pronounced Shuck, yes. Matthew Hayball on for the punt, the lefty. Once again, getting this one away even better than his previous kick. Fair caught at the 18-yard line by Jacob Cohen. Ball out to the 18 now for Brock Purdy. Still a scoreless San Francisco 49er offense. 15 minutes into this one. They have been all the way down to the State 21-yard line, but have not capitalized off of better field position than any team this season on average. That is disappointing. Well, they find a spark here with 5 1/4 to go in period number 2. Handoff is to McCaffrey up the middle, and they have just got his number today. Gap is filled by Justin Reed at the 20-yard line. Do the Saints actually have a running back 2 legit this season? Or will Kamara run to the ground again? Yeah, Kendry Miller is probably solid. What up, Sean? We up early? Yes, sir. McCaffrey picking up 2 on the carry. The Saints have been all over that this afternoon. One of these teams will be 0-2 by the end of it. Brock Purdy looking for that to not be him as he fires that one away incomplete. Chase Young giving chase again. Yeah, who was playing running back a lot last year for the Saints? I feel like Kendre Miller. Was he healthy all year last year? I don't think so. I don't remember, though. 3rd and 8 yards to go. From the 20-yard line, Brock Purdy. One step drop, steps into this one, fires this one across our in stride to Jawan Jennings. Been the unsung hero on offense today. Yeah, I didn't think he was. I remember the Monday night game against the Packers. That was just an ugly game, all things considered. Rattler era didn't have its greatest moments. That is for certain. Handoff here is going for a loss of 3 more. Devon Gottschall, the former New England Patriot, forces a TFL. Another big-time tackle. Isaac Guriendo goes the wrong direction. Edwards-Helaire listed at running back 4, I believe, right now. Could be wrong, though. 2nd and a Baker's dozen. Brock Purdy, once again, going to have to climb an uphill battle here. From the pocket, steps into this one, finds George Kittle. Solid chunk play of 7 underneath there for San Francisco. Got put on IR unnecessarily by Dennis Allen week 7, I believe. When he came back, they were a dumpster fire. Sounds about right. Sounds about par for the course there in New Orleans. Been looking for their guy since the Drew Brees era ended back in 2020. More specifically, the 2021 postseason. Purdy being chased in the pocket, has to fire this one away incomplete. Kool-Aid McKinstry with great defensive backfield pursuit there. Chase Young once again giving chase in the backfield. Niners have to punt once again. Chuck plays one up. Saints will miss out on Archie. Maybe I should be rooting for him, but maybe you should. Punt coming up here for Mitch Wishnowski. This is another great kick, but returnable for Rashid Shaheed up to the 18-yard line. What up, Notion Time? Surprisingly, we actually have a decent amount of people in here today. Glad you guys could make it to a noon stream. Very, very weird time on a Friday. Do apologize for the inconvenience, but while you're here, may as well drop a like down below if you are anticipating another big upset. In the Week 2 pick'em, 31-5 was the split, and the minority once again might be the ones cheering at the end of this one. Just about 18 minutes into regulation. Alvin Kamara awaiting another handoff here. On the opening play of the drive, and there he goes. Got some room to run to the outside. There goes Alvin Kamara. Can anybody track him down inside the 30? Diamador Lenore saves the touchdown. That is a gain of 60 yards for Alvin Kamara. An explosion from the backfield. Niners are not doing hot at all today. Let's hear it, A-Rod. I think I already know what's coming. 6 carries, 112 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara putting on a show through the air. This is Chris Olave working on all cylinders today for the New Orleans offense, which will take us to the 2-minute warning. All Saints through 18. I already know what you're about to say. Oh, yeah. Niners need it more than ever. Would love to force a turnover here after the 2-minute warning. Shuck off the play action. Wanted to step up in the pocket. Now going to fire back corner. Batted away incomplete. They will live to see another down. Willem Dakota. Go for San Francisco in this one. Not looking too hot for you, me, and everybody else that picked them. Still plenty of time, though. Niners get the ball to begin half number 2. Keep that in the back of your head. Incredible pass breakup there, though. Saves another touchdown. Would have been Shuck's first today. And he's still looking for it, though, near the end line. And out of bounds at the 1. That was Brandon Cooks again. Sets up a 3rd and goal. Couldn't quite take care of his sideline there. Saints are up 14-0. Massive play here. Backs against the wall for San Francisco. Third and goal from the 1-yard line. Will Kamara get his third TD here? Handoff goes to him, and he finds the end zone. A hat trick in the opening half. Well, number 41 having a legacy day. Maybe a Christmas Day type of game coming up here in week 2. Who Dat Nation has not felt any better. Maybe a reverse blowout. Who would have thought? Extra point for Blake Grupe. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and good. 21-0. The New Orleans Saints in less than a minute find the end zone for the third time today. Wow. Kamara, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Once again, why I strongly dislike the English language. Because pronunciation with vowels, you don't know until you know. So, who chose the Saints? That is a good question. Let me check the pick'em to see who our fortunate pick'em people were today. Landon Holler was one of them. Santoriu, obviously. Niners get back started here with a return needing a sparkle special teams, and they'll have to wait even longer. Sonic Game, the mock draft guy, and Who Dat Nation. So 2 Saint fans and 3 believers. You got to respect it. What up, Leon Trey? Niners opponent next week. Chile might beat me to it. See if I can pull this one out of a crowd real quick. San Francisco back to it. Looking to prevent a first half shutout here with a touchdown drive and a good start. Mean stiff arm by Jawan Jennings. Dumped down at the 39. They play Arizona in San Francisco next week. So hopefully that's looking up for them. Home opener should try to help them. Saints go up 3 scores and the Niners, I'll be happy. Well, count your blessings now. Shanahan ordering Purdy to work out of the no-huddle. Firing this one deep downfield. George Kittle hangs on through a devastating hit at the 34-yard line. And no timeout taken just yet by San Francisco. Niners thinking they went 7-10, so did Dallas. I thought they went 6-11. Might be wrong, though. Still not taking a timeout just yet. McCaffrey in pre-snap movement. A beautiful pass there to Jawan Jennings. He has been feasting here in the second quarter. Got all the hospital passes. Well, you know what? It worked out for him. He might be spitting up blood and or urinating blood, but they'll deal with that after the game. They got a football game to come back and steal here. They have been outplayed in every facet today. Purdy looking for a big drive here. Could be a double hit for San Francisco. They get the ball to begin half number 2. Keep that in mind as the Niners try to find the end zone. And the scoreboard for the first time today. Outside pass is held onto by Brandon Ayuk. Now, someone explain to me why they have to take a timeout there. In what way is he not already out of bounds? Whatever. Not for me to worry about. Going to C-Mac touchdown. I don't think they'll run the ball here. I'm going Jawan Jennings. He's been the hot hand. Could happen, though. Maybe they'll find him through a pass. We'll see what happens, though. San Francisco down to their final timeout here. Finally into the red zone in the final minute of the first half as Brock Purdy steps left and he'll find the first down by himself. Down to the 10-yard line. Oh, I can see a Madden moment in the making right now. I can see it clear as day. This is going to be funny. Madden Sims do freak out, don't they? And the Niners want to hang on to that final timeout, so Purdy, with 10 on the play clock, fires this one back to the end zone, and it should have been intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu. Well, we all saw that one coming. Madden finds a way with their clock management. Should have one more shot to the end zone here, though. At the bare minimum, and we will. One more shot at the end zone here for Brock Purdy before a Jake Moody field goal attempt from the 10-yard line. Pressure coming. Purdy to the end zone, and there is Jawan Jennings finishing what he started. Yeah, that was always due. San Francisco on the board finally. Took them nearly an entire first half to get there, but they score late in the second quarter. Should have been picked by Tyrann Mathieu, but a huge drive for San Francisco. Double dip in play. And like I said, this game far from over. That is one thing I believe in. 5 seconds left. Jake Moody looking to tack on the extra point. And the lead is cut back down to a fresh 14. 7-play, 74-yard drive there by Brock Purdy. Found George Kittle deep. And Juwan Jennings in the end zone to cap off a well-appreciated and a much-needed drive. According to all San Francisco fans and all their pick'ems in chat as well. What city should get an expansion team? Good question. I feel like we have a lot of our big markets down already. Might be missing a few. I'm trying to think. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. Nia's taken by Rashid Shaheed. Ball out to the 30. I think we should just put one in Canada, just for the hell of it. I mean, every other league has at least one Canadian team. Throw one at Toronto. See what happens. No Canadian Football League for them, though. Tyler Shuck will take an E. Victory formation. Victory, though, is a half away for San Francisco's opponent again. For the second week in a row, Niners trying to avoid 0-2. 21-7 is the halftime lead for the New Orleans Saints here at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. Unexpected first half, that is for sure. Niners defense woke up for a little bit there, fell asleep at the end of the half. But their offense has awoken. Will they find more of that in half number 2? Blake Grupe on for the kickoff, and our second half underway from New Orleans. Which means a return for Isaac Guriendo, looks like there, up to the 30-yard line. Yeah, I'd probably go, I don't know. You could throw one at Oklahoma City if you want. I just feel like the more you get down like the middle of the country, the less people are probably going to show up. What up, Nathaniel? Next Chargers game, good question. Let me check it out real quick. Believe it'll be the 20th of June. Purdy on the first and 10, going to hand off to McCaffrey right side. Yeah, not much going on out there. Yeah, I'm leaving the state here in a couple of days, so be out for a while. But yeah, they are the last game of week 2. They play Monday night in the late doubleheader against the Vegas Raiders. So that'll be at 9:30, 2 weeks from today. Going to be a very long week number 2. Filled with upsets, though. Here is George Kittle on a crosser, pulling away. And Honey Badger cannot chase him down, taken out of bounds at the 42. Good play, though, for San Francisco, looking to claw their way back into this one with a touchdown drive here. Purdy seems a lot more dialed in this possession than the previous. Super quick tight end. Gets the football back into enemy territory. 6-man rush, and Purdy finds an open target. Juwan Jennings up the sideline and into the red zone. Again, just hero ball for Juwan Jennings. He has a game like this every single year where he'll go for about 3 touchdowns and 150 yards. What up, Wolfie? 16? 2 weeks, finish week 2 Sims, yeah. Kyle Juszczyk checking in here at fullback. Niners from the I formation, but Purdy off the play action. Checks this one down to Juszczyk, and he'll pick up 9 to the 8-yard line. Yeah, there will be no stream on Monday, because I work. So we got tomorrow, Sunday, Tuesday, and then I am going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're back Monday. Going to be a long hiatus, longest in channel history for the summer. Fullback picks up a full 9 yards. Second one, back corner of the end zone. Knocked away, incomplete. Denied. Brings up 3rd and 1. That's a big play. Should be 4-down territory once again here, though. One would have to imagine. See if they can pick it up, though. Just 2 third-down conversions all afternoon for the San Francisco offense. Looking for number 3 here, though. On a 3rd and short, quick pass is caught, and down to the 1-yard line. This is Ricky Pearsall. First down and goal. Second-year wide receiver. Had probably the most eventful rookie year anyone has ever had in the history of sports. For personal reasons, obviously. Big catch there, though. McCaffrey with his eyes on the end zone. At the 1-yard line. CMC up the middle is upended by Navon Gottschall. 2-yard loss, and once again, Saints doing everything in their power to keep the Niners away from a lead-cutting touchdown. All good, Royal. Niners will do it again from the 3-yard line, but a marker is down, and this is going backward. False start. And they go from the 1 to the 3 to the 8. That is a brutal play. Niners doing it to themselves again. False start backs them up to the 8-yard line. Extra big bodies out there. Purdy off the bootleg, fires back, corner of the end zone, and he is intercepted. Picked off. Wow. What an interception. Looks like we were back within a score at the 1-yard line, but Danny Stutzman, after a false start penalty, takes it under his own wing with the INT. There's the interception you all have been waiting for. He did run out to the 1-yard line, though, so a safety is in play here. Keep that in mind. Could have a huge play coming up, especially depending on where this football is at the 1. Should be very, very close to the end zone. We'll see, yeah. Ball is at the 1-yard line here for the Saints. Got to be careful. Don't want to take a safety and give the ball right back to the Niners. And here is Kamara up the middle, delivering the breathing room, as he has done all day long. 119 rushing yards on 8 carries. And those 3 touchdowns. What a pick there by Danny Stutzman. Had to happen. They get their goal line stand and the football back immediately. Could not have asked for a better end to that drive if you're a Saint fan. Here goes Kamara on his 9th carry. Breaking away, another big gainer. Pickup of 19. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And plenty of breathing room now for Tyler Shuck to work out of. More and more like he'll put the fantasy away early. Yeah, not a good day for Purdy either. Shuck from under center. He has had the easy job today. Just hand the football up to that man right there. Wearing number 41, running defenders over, and he'll pick up 9.5 yards. Boy, they are hating on him, let me tell you. Saint fans, though, eating it up in chat, the Who Dat Nation emote, blossoming. Been a rough day for San Francisco. And a play like this will open up the playbook. Shuck looking to take a deep shot, and he is dumped out again. 9-yard loss on the sack. Niners again, though, looking to build off the backbone of their defense. That is D. Winters with the dump down of Shuck. Good play there from number 53. Shuck's got to be a little bit more poised in that pocket. Step up a bit more. Throw on the run, throw it away. Got to be smarter on a 2nd and inches to see the next down. I'm not counting San Francisco out just yet. Definitely been the ugliest start in quite some time for the Niners, though. Nick Bosa give it chase. Shuck throw it on the run and knocked out of the hands. Incomplete. Big play by Fred Warner. Cooks could not hang on. And the Niners get the stop they need. Bosa gave chase, and Fred Warner did the rest. Nearly a terrific play there, though, by the rookie quarterback. Drive comes to an end, though. Matthew Hayball on for the punt. Gets this one away. Fair catch called for at the 31-yard line. And again, Brock Purdy has had ample opportunity with incredible field position. Has not taken advantage all day long. Had a turnover on downs in the first half. Had the interception on the previous drive. Anything but his day for the $260 million man in the Bay Area. Yeah, we'll see how Arizona does this week. That is our return stream on Monday the 16th. Carolina and Arizona. Battle of two young teams, both undefeated. Should be an incredible matchup. That game at 4 o'clock. And the check down right side to McCaffrey. Loses 5 yards. What are they doing? Why are plays like that even in the Madden playbook? Now, if that's a double pass, it's different. Minnesota could speak from experience on that one. But it's simply not. No clue what's going on there. Use check back in the backfield here. A disastrous orchestration from San Francisco. Purdy on an out route, connecting with Ayuk up the sideline. And a massive gain of 13 yards. Purdy over 200 passing. They needed that desperately. Yeah, Shuck got eaten alive there, didn't he? Not a great last possession. However, the turnover. Niners trying to find a way. On 3rd and 2, handoff is to Gurriendo, and he will pick up just a yard. Pete Warner shuts him down at the 40. And I almost feel like you got to go for it here. We'll see what happens. Wow, rain just started falling hard on my house right there. Kind of scared me. Punt coming here for Mitch Wishnowski. And again, San Francisco going 3 and out. Good kick again. Rashid Shaheed on the return. Dragging defenders with them up to the 25-yard line. Well, hopefully my power stays intact. It's my number one concern 24/7. Especially with these games, they will autosave, but I'd really rather not have 2 separate streams. Happened a couple times last year with mechanical failures from my console. Less than power outages. Has happened before, though. That Saints defense has just been working harder than anybody else today. On the jet sweep, outside handoff to Brandon Cooks is swallowed up by Michael Williams. Another bright spot in a very dark day for San Francisco. Him, Diamador Lenore, and Jawan Jennings having legacy days here. Those 2 defenders have combined for a couple of sacks and a couple of TFLs now today. And Jawan Jennings had that touchdown and about 10 catches. Niners need more of that, though, if they want to host a comeback. Down by 21 at one point. Here is Shuck down the middle, low, and it's dropped by Taysom Hill. Here's the guy I'm not sure is going to see the field a whole lot in the future, bringing in Brandon Cooks. See what happens, though. I mean, he's a legend. Known as a utility player. Could not hang on to it that time, though. 3rd and a dozen for Tyler Shuck. 4-man rush going deep downfield and overshoots Olave. And we are at a complete standstill and a stalemate. Neither team really moving the football, and neither defense really giving up any leverage. Niners just got to establish the run. They'll be okay. Hayball on for the punt. Getting this one away. Saints are just hoping that time will run a little bit faster here. Fair catch called for at the 32-yard line. Brock Purdy today, 19 of 25, but the interception and really just his execution today has been off. Somebody do something. I know we're begging for some big plays here. Maybe soon. San Francisco got to get going, and got to get going as soon as possible. High snap there from Purdy, and again he is sacked. Rolled right into it that time. Never saw the light of day. Well, there's a big play. Highlight worthy at the bare minimum. Loss of 8. Hawks going 17-0. It's probably the last team that would go 17-0. George Kittle to the right side now of Brock Purdy. Well, he is favoring the empty today, but it's really not favoring him. 5-man rush is picked up for now. Throwing on the run up the sideline is Ayuk. And he'll get half of the line to gain yardage there. Yeah, bad day for Brock Purdy. Truthfully. What up, JD Proud? Seahawks will go 17-0 for sure. All right, I guess I'm buying the Seahawks hype. Sam Darnold now with QB1 over there. Already 1-0 with a win over their division rival here in San Francisco. Purdy on 3rd and 9. We'll check it down complete, but well short is Brandon Ayuk. I mean, will they go now? I don't think they'll go for it on 4th and 4 either. And again, another 3 and out. That is 3 in a row. Both sides of the football. Wisniewski on for the punt again. Niners at this point hoping for a muffed kick. That is about all they can hope for. Their offense has become dormant. Rashid Shaheed up to the 24-yard line. Niners have just played ugly football, plain and simple. And the Saints, they've been complacent, haven't scored since the opening half, but they've been all right with it. 3 rushing touchdowns today for Alvin Kamara. Saints, though, looking to get back on the board here in the 3rd quarter. Right back to their bell cow. Kamara up the middle. Picks up 4. Niners punt coverage is good at least. When you're complimenting punt coverage, that's how you know your team is cooked. But you do have a point there. They have looked good. This is a long game, by the way. Just now realizing. 50 minutes into stream. Not even in the 4th quarter yet. Olave and Kamara stacked on top of one another. And as I mentioned that, there goes Alvin Kamara in motion. Bosa give a chase. Shuck going deep down the field. One-handed catch by Olave. And you can kiss him goodbye. Just showing off at this point. Wow. And we'll have to put this one to music. Chris Olave didn't have to catch it with one hand. Just did it because what a snatch and what a touchdown. And it's all Saints again. That is just blatant disrespect. Shuck finds his main man. It's just pure frustration right now. Out of San Francisco, their defense is gassed. They have done well up until this point in the 3rd quarter. Just the offense that can't get going and is constantly off the field in the snap of a finger. Blake Grupe on for the extra point. It's up and it's good. And the lead back to 21 for the New Orleans Saints. What a play from Chris Olave. Would have loved to have seen the route running he just had right there. I'm sure it was absolutely pure. Unreal, though. What up, OS Tyler? San Fran getting hammered. Yes, they are. It has not been their day. Cat Mini 2020, another Saint fan loving it. Had a whole lot of love for Who Dat Nation in here today. Ahead by 3 TDs. Niners again, though, looking to dig themselves out of the biggest hole they faced all day. Just about 10 minutes left. Down 3 touchdowns. As you all know, though, 4th quarter equals chaos around here. So don't go anywhere. Looks like 0-2, though. You're not wrong there. Sights are setting up to be a miserable start to what should be a promising season for San Francisco. Have to get going again. Deficit back to a full 21 points in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Brock Purdy looking to pick somebody out here. Backpedaling, firing downfield in stride. There is Brandon Ayuk. Good start. One play across midfield. Niners need a touchdown to stop, touchdown stop, and a touchdown again. Just to force overtime at this point. Not looking promising. Not with the time they have remaining. That's for certain. Purdy from the pistol. Terrific opening play to a marquee drive. Quick snap, hand off to McCaffrey, slithering like a snake into the grasp of Demario Davis, which will take us to the 4th quarter at Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. Looking like Who Dat Nation might have a huge upset win under their belt and a potential 1-1 record heading into week 3. It's the Saints 28, the Niners 7 at the end of 3. And back to it, here we go. Flipping sides of the field to begin the final quarter here in New Orleans. Brock Purdy rolling left again, and he is sacked. Football is loose, but it's scooped up by an offensive lineman. Chase Young nearly had the strip sack. Actually might be given credit for Carl Granderson for that, and it will be. Young almost had the scoop. Even still, what a play. And again, it is 3rd and a mile for the San Francisco 49ers. Brock Purdy going to have to look way deep here at the 39-yard line. That is the target. Stepping up in the pocket, climbing, and now steps up and only picks up a couple. Disappointing end to another disappointing drive. Purdy is just terrible today, man. Just mechanical decision after mechanical decision. That has looked abhorrent. They're going to have to go for it, though, on 4th and 19. Must pick it up here. Purdy going to float this one-on-one. Say it a prayer. Knocked away, incomplete. Saints take over. And now it is really looking like 0-2 for San Francisco. Ayuk, the intended target, never got anywhere near him. And night-night's going around already. Are we saying goodnight to San Francisco? Yeah, I think Madden has personal beef with the Niners. I don't know why. Seems to be the case, though. 7 points today. Might be their final number. Kamara to the outside. Picks up another 5 yards on the rush. Yeah, we're talking about all the struggles of the Niners offense today. We have to get credit to the Saints defense. They forced the interception. They forced the turnover on downs twice now today. They have done an excellent job of containing McCaffrey, putting Brock Purdy in situations where he has to throw the football constantly. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 15. They have done an excellent job today as Kamara finds a way to turn nothing into something there. 3-yard pickup, Nick Bosa with the tackle. Ball up to the 34-yard line. Should be field goal range for Blake Rupe, which would keep us at a 3-possession game, but it wouldn't make it any more promising. First down here would probably do a lot of damage, and Kamara is going to find the line to gain. Ready for NFL? Me and you both, my friend. July 31st, Hall of Fame game. Might have to go to that, actually, if tickets aren't ridiculously expensive. Lions and Chargers. Should be a lot of fun. Taysom Hill is in at fullback now. Saints just having some fun with it as Kamara looking for touchdown number 4 to the 16. Why not? Give the utility player some reps. I, for one, love it. Another first down for New Orleans as we look forward to tomorrow's game. The Bills and the Jets should be a good one. Both teams coming in at 1-0. Buffalo with a 38-20 win on Sunday Night Football. And Justin Fields gets his revenge. 17-14 check down, caught for a yard there by Tyler Shuck. From Shuck to Kamara, I should say, they've been connecting on all fronts. Watch this interception. Praying on the downfall of the rookie again. Will it happen? Ball going to likely remain in the hands of this guy. Alvin Kamara pulling outside, picking up 3 more. Yeah, back to normal time tomorrow. Should manage an 8 o'clock stream. Got a busy day running around all day, but I don't work. Just looking forward to UFC 316. Sean O'Malley taking on Merab. I can't wait for that fight. I'm a big Sugar Sean kind of guy. We'll see what happens. 3rd and a half dozen here for Tyler Shuck. Looking to put the finishing touches on a Week 2 upset win. Fires this one down the middle, incomplete. Jennings could not hang on. And I'm not sure his right foot is healthy. That looks very dangerous. Regardless, though. Saints to settle. Groupie on for a 29-yard chip shot here. And the lead up to 24. 31-7 is the score. Spencer Rattler mentioned on the hold. I love how this will change going into Madden 26, I've been told. But I love that backup quarterbacks are the holder. It is hilarious. Shuck been intercepted at all? No, he is not. No. He's got, 2 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. Again, hasn't done a ton. He's just managed the game, really. Hasn't been put in a situation where he's had to do more than that, really. Other than the game-winning drive last week that they ran out of time on. Guriendo is devoured to Mario Davis. You can hear that from up here. Just a huge hit on Isaac Guriendo. And he has been beaten up. And has this offense ever been? 5:14 to go. Looking for some prideful points here late in the contest. Kind of surprised, actually, to see Brock Purdy still in at quarterback at this point. Thought he may be replaced after a very brutal afternoon. Signed to a new contract, though. They want to get every yard out of him. Not going to find any more that time, though. On the incompletion. Niners going to be trash this season or not? No, it's an odd year. Always good on odd years, always bad on even ones. That's how it's been for the last, or for at least the 2020s. Last 5 or so years. 2nd and 10 now. Brock Purdy puts Kittle in motion. McCaffrey really hadn't seen the football a lot today, and that is speaking volumes right now for why they are down by so much. Purdy finds Juwan Jennings, and another injury for San Francisco. This is just getting brutal for him. Going on the offensive line there. 3rd and 2. That's brutal. Never got to do a live poll for this game. I guess I won't do it on extreme blowouts unless somebody out there believes that it's a tie game. Then I do it for them. Ricky Pearsall in motion. Just the one catch for him today. Football, though, going in his direction, pulled away, and he might win the race to the end zone, which he will. A 65-yard touchdown in garbage time. Niners adding to their total. All right. There's something to look forward to, though. Chris Paul with a huge 3 to cut the lead at 42. I should really get a Chris Paul emote. That would be feeding families. Good play there, though, for Ricky Pearsall. And they will go for 2. Niners going to try to make this a 2-possession game and keep the Saints on their toes. If they can convert, handoff is to McCaffrey, and he'll find the end zone. Don't go anywhere just yet. All right. 3-play drive in 17 seconds. That's what the doctor ordered. Had to have it, and they got it. Now they will probably kick onside here. They don't have to. They have all 3 timeouts in 5 minutes. I don't know. I think we're in for an intriguing finish here. I'll throw the live poll out. Just for the heck of it. Just to say I did. They'll kick off like normal. Moody on for the kickoff here. Saints will take over with a Rashid Shaheed kickoff return up to the 27-yard line. Hang on to that football, Rashid. Yeah, the poll should be nearly 100% New Orleans here, but you never know. Could be somebody out there that has faith. Supernatural faith in a San Francisco comeback. Down 24 points in the 4th quarter. Would be some kind of comeback. Saints, though, looking to patch up any holes they left behind. A couple of first downs away from a victory here in week 2. Shuck finds his running back, Alvin Kamara, through the air. And these two have just been feasting. Up to the 44-yard line. And any chance now of a comeback seems even less likely. Niners going to get desperate. You saw the coaching adjustment there. Aggressive on the strips, trying to get the football out of the hands of Alvin Kamara. Good luck with that today. 1st and 10. 15 on the play clock. Early snap taken here by Shuck. He will check it down. Complete to Alvin Kamara. Yeah, I could put the poll at the beginning of the game. That is fair. Most of that, though, was already established through the pick'em, so I'm just curious if people want to change their mind with the in-game antics. Usually we have a pretty close game in, like, the 3rd quarter. And it gives some intrigue for the chat. 5-yard pickup there for Kamara. Going to motion out this time in a diagonal direction. Rush of 4. Shuck stepping up, and he's going to do it himself. There goes the rookie. Slides down at the 38. Oh, we have somebody that believes in San Francisco. Whether it's sarcastically or not, a vote is in for the Niners. I love it. 3.5 to go now. In the fourth quarter, back into field goal range. This game should be a wrap. Shuck, though, adding to his statistics here. Down the field he goes. This is caught by Shaheed, another 10-yard gainer. Up to the 27. Chully with the San Francisco vote. Yeah, seems about right. Can't even vote on my own poll, though. How disappointing. No representation in my voting. Play clock ticking down here, under 5. And a handoff going right back to Alvin Kamara, and he's taken down for a loss of about a half yard there. First tackle for loss today on Alvin Kamara, I believe. No, Michael Williams had that one on the jet sweep to Brandon Cooks, and that's about all they had going for him. 2-minute warning has been reached here. Saints try to put together the finishing touches on a Week 2 victory. 31-15 with 2 to go. Niners are going to start to burn some timeouts here. Clinging on to any hope they may have, down by the full 16 points. That is an entire 2 scores. Kamara picks up 7. Timeout taken by San Francisco. They need a missed field goal. Touchdown, 2-point conversion, onside kick, touchdown, 2-point conversion. And the Saints did not score in the midst of all that. Good luck. One could imagine. Not today, though. No likelihood. First down will end the game here. San Francisco using their timeouts for the moment. Here is Shuck on the check down. And again, it is Alvin Kamara. Timeout, San Francisco. Really shouldn't matter all too much, though. Looking like a Saints victory here in week number 2. Huge upset. And the pick'em just got even crazier. There have been nothing but upsets all week long for the most part, with the exception of just a couple of games. Chaos left, right, and center, though. Shuck in the I formation. And off is to Kamara. Right side he goes, and he spins free for about an extra yard there. Final timeout taken by the Niners. $1:46 to go. In regulation, well, for those that hit the exit early, go ahead and drop a like on your way out. Don't forget, try to get to 15. Been a very great stream, actually, for a noon kickoff. Highly pleased with it. Glad I didn't skip a day of streaming just because I work. Kamara still looking for that 4th touchdown today. Hasn't scored since the second quarter as he goes right side, and he is pushed down at the 11-yard line. 192 yards, though, rushing. Can he find 200? What a ridiculous stat line. 20 for 192. Plus the 3 touchdowns, and how many catches for how many yards, too. Got to be the fantasy leading back this week. Legacy performance today. Can he find 200 yards rushing? Needs 8 here on 3rd and 6 up the middle, and he is going to get just about the full 6. 4th and inches. You may as well go for it. Yeah, got nothing to lose. Rushing and passing stats for Purdy. Gotcha. Should be able to hang on to that. And they will kick. Saints will tack on an extra 3 points here. Blake Grupe looking to make this a 19-point lead for New Orleans, and he will do so. 34-15. This is a very obscure score. Definitely not scoregami, but I reckon it's happened less than 10 times ever. Let us see. Do we have some history in chat? The answer is unfortunately no. This score has happened 6 times in the history of the game. Most recently, last year. Dolphins 34, Patriots 15. Interesting. Oh, good to know. Shuck over Purdy. Looking like right now that has been a massive overpay. Ugly football for the San Francisco 49ers. And a return will be taken here from the end zone. Niners just want to get out of here as soon as possible. Niners are certainly taking a little bit of a dip this year, but they're not that bad. They're going to be better than last year, I feel like. Shuck better than Purdy today, though. Can't confirm nor deny what that'll bring in the future. 15 seconds left in regulation. Brock Purdy looking to pad his stats here as he is sacked again, and that is just about a poetic way to end this one. Carl Granderson brings him down, and that'll do it. Time is going to expire, and another upset here in week number 2. The New Orleans Saints over the San Francisco 49ers, 34-15, the final from Caesars Superdome. And that is this one in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Bills-Jets, another AFC East matchup. Already been treated to a great one with Patriots and Dolphins last night, so you won't want to miss it. Hope to see you guys there. Thank you for a terrific noon stream. And hang on, we got to get the Purdy stats. I will not forget. Nearly did right there. 24 for 32. And there is his rushing. All good. Got that all taken care of. I got to get to work. And hope